No way I want to do that. Jake Paul finally revealed why he backed out of the Mike Tyson fight. Until now, everyone thought he was sidelined due to some mysterious accident, maybe too banged up to even stand. But hold on, reports are telling a different story, and Mike Tyson is definitely skeptical about Jake's injury. Tyson's ready to expose whether Jake is genuinely hurt or just using the classic injury excuse to dodge the fight he was so eager for. Honestly, some of us are really tired of Jake Paul's antics. Recently, he dropped the bombshell that he's out of the Tyson fight due to a freak rib injury. He claims an accident left his ribs shattered, and now, tragically, he can't step into the ring. He's acting like he's devastated, throwing around the word as if he's in a dramatic soap opera. But really, is anyone buying this excuse? Good nurse. Oh my God, I broke my back. Here's the thing, if you've been following Jake for more than 5 minutes, his "I'm injured, I can't fight" routine feels way too convenient. Sure, broken ribs are serious, but Jake couldn't just stop there. He had to escalate things by comparing his situation to Mike Tyson's health struggles, specifically bringing up Tyson's ulcer issues. And here's how he reacted to Tyson's health concerns: then you had to take your little menopause break and postpone the fight. So, what's up with that? I was ready, but you needed a break because your tummy hurt? Jake was basically out there saying, hey, Mike's had health issues too, so cut me some slack. It's like he's fishing for sympathy points, expecting everyone to rally behind him. But here's the awkward part: Mike Tyson's health problems never stopped him from being an absolute beast in the ring. So Jake, do you really think your situation compares? Not quite. And of course, Jake takes it a step further, suggesting that maybe the fight should just be postponed to give his delicate ribs some time to heal. In classic Jake fashion, he's spinning it like his injury is just as serious as Tyson's past battles. Like, if Mike got time off for his issues, why shouldn't he? The audacity, right? But honestly, something about this whole rib injury saga feels off too staged, maybe? The timing is weird, the way he's selling it is strange, and a lot of people just aren't buying it. Interview 4. So guys, I'm in the hospital, I had an accident. Seriously? Jake has always been the guy who hypes himself up like he's the underdog, the one nobody believes in, only to pull off a surprise move. But this feels more like a way to bail on the fight without admitting he's scared of getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. Let's be real, this isn't just a friendly YouTuber boxing match. We're talking about Mike freaking Tyson, a man whose bad day involves knocking someone out. So, is Jake really backing out over some ribs, or is he realizing he's in way over his head? What's even funnier or sadder, depending on how you look at it, is how Jake is trying to align himself with Tyson, as if they're just two fighters with health setbacks. Hey, Mike had ulcers, I've got broken ribs, let's call it even. Newsflash, Jake Tyson is Tyson. He's fought through more pain, both physical and mental, than you could handle in a lifetime. Ulcers didn't stop Mike from being a beast in the ring, so why should your rib injury get the same sympathy? The real question is whether this rib injury is even the real reason Jake is bailing, or if it's just a convenient excuse to dodge a fight that's way bigger and scarier than he's ready for. Just look at how he's been acting lately: super chill, almost cocky in those press conferences, and now suddenly sidelined with a mysterious rib injury. Something doesn't add up. Maybe the injury is real, or maybe Jake just figured that stepping into the ring with Tyson isn't the best way to keep all his teeth intact. And let's not forget, Jake isn't even giving a clear answer about when he'll be back. No date, no real plan, just some vague promise of "I'll be back soon." It all feels like smoke and mirrors: broken ribs, canceled fights, and hoping everyone will forget in a few months. But you know who won't forget? Mike Tyson. Tyson isn't the type to let things slide. When Jake eventually steps back into the ring, those ribs better be ready. On Logan Paul's podcast, Mike Tyson decided to give the world something unexpected: not a fluffy motivational speech about never giving up, but Interview 5. Unfortunately, I have to be that guy and admit it, I wish I could stop him. That guy haunts me. I wish he'd just go away, but he's here to stay. Mike Tyson went deep, revealing something darker: he's afraid of his own violent nature. Yes, you read that right. The man who built his career on being the most intimidating fighter in the world openly admitted he's scared of himself. Tyson spoke about battling real demons that resurface every time he steps into the ring. Just when you thought he couldn't get any more intimidating, he shared this insight: he has a side so dangerous and uncontrollable that he doesn't know what might happen when the bell rings. This isn't your typical get in the zone talk, This is a guy who has faced his own primal rage and knows exactly what it's capable of. That's genuinely terrifying. When Tyson says he's scared of what he might do, you know it's serious. This is a man who's made a living knocking people out cold, and now he's casually discussing the possibility of unleashing that side of himself. Interview 6. The tough guy persona of Mike Tyson emerges even when it's not necessary. He admitted, "I'm always in handcuffs, so I'm very careful when that guy comes out handcuffs." Really? Now, imagine Jake Paul sitting right there during all of this. He's across from Tyson, who's essentially confessing that he doesn't even know what he'll do in the ring. Jake probably thought it was all fun and games, hyping up the fight, until Tyson dropped this bombshell. You have to wonder what was racing through Jake's mind at that moment. Facing a tough opponent is one thing, but when that opponent admits he's scared of his own actions, that's not something you can brush off with a few extra laps on the treadmill. Jake has spent months building himself up, posting on Instagram like he's untouchable. But there's no amount of bravado that can prepare you for when Mike Tyson of all people says he doesn't know if he can control himself. That kind of psychological game isn't your typical trash talk. Tyson doesn't need to hurl insults, he just calmly discusses his inner demons, and suddenly Jake's entire game plan looks like a joke. But wait, it gets better. Tyson wasn't just on the podcast to rattle Jake, he had a plot twist in store. For months, Jake's been talking as if he has this fight in the bag, trash-talking Tyson like it's just another Tuesday. But what if reality is finally hitting him hard? What if he's realizing he's not actually ready to face the human wrecking ball that is Mike Tyson? It's easy to talk big when your career is built on hype and social media stunts, but there comes a moment when that bravado fades, and you're left with cold, hard facts. Jake's recent announcement about his rib injury feels less like bad luck and more like the perfect escape plan from a fight he's just now realizing he can't win. Let's take a look at Jake's so-called training in the lead-up to this fight. Interview 7. Yo, Jake, you good? Let's not forget that Tyson's reputation is on the line, too. He's not just in this for the paycheck, he wants to prove that Jake Paul was never ready to share the ring with him. If Jake bails, it'll leave a massive stain on his career that no amount of views or influencer drama can erase. But if he fights? Oh boy, he'll be stepping into the ring with a man who's been training like his life depends on it. Tyson isn't just looking to win, he's out to obliterate. He wants to show that Jake's been all talk and